When Bruce Lee burst onto the scene, the martial arts world was caught completely off guard. At a time when traditional schools followed rigid rules and deeply rooted systems, Bruce Lee came in like a storm, unpredictable, powerful, and free. But what made even the most seasoned Shaolin Kung Fu masters stand up in awe wasn't just his speed, power, or cinematic flair. It was the shocking way he blended ancient Shaolin principles with modern effectiveness. He took wisdom from centuries-old Chinese martial traditions and used them in a way that was not only brutally effective but impossible to ignore. It wasn't just fighting. It was a revolution in motion. Many masters had spent their lives mastering the graceful forms of Shaolin. Yet, when they saw Bruce move, how he used his body, how he exploded with precision, how he flowed from stance to stance like water, they realized something profound. Bruce wasn't just a student of martial arts. He had become a mirror to its future and a hammer to its outdated beliefs. That's what made him different and why even legendary Shaolin masters were stunned. Bruce Lee's early roots in traditional Kung Fu. Bruce Lee didn't start with his own style. Like all great martial artists, he began with the foundations. In his early teens, he trained under the legendary Wing Chun master Ip Man. Wing Chun, as many know, is a southern Chinese martial art that emphasizes close-range combat, fast hand techniques, and rooted stances. But Wing Chun itself draws heavily from the core of Shaolin teachings: balance, flow, sensitivity, and energy redirection. Even though Bruce was young, he quickly absorbed the essence of this ancient tradition. He didn't just memorize moves, he internalized the principles. He understood why balance was more important than brute strength. Why timing beat speed. Why simplicity outmatched complexity in real combat. These were truths that originated deep in Shaolin lore, passed down through generations of monks and masters. But what Bruce did with them would soon evolve into something the traditionalists had never imagined. Breaking free from limitations, the Jeet Kune Do philosophy. The biggest shock to Kung Fu masters came when Bruce Lee stepped away from traditional systems entirely. In 1967, he formally introduced the world to his philosophy and fighting system, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. At first glance, many dismissed it. To them, it seemed like a fusion of street fighting and flashy moves. But once they looked deeper, they realized something that shook their understanding: Jeet Kune Do wasn't just a system. It was the anti-system. Bruce had taken the core principles of Shaolin Kung Fu, mind-body unity, economy of motion, and adaptability, and stripped away all the ritual, rigidity, and stylistic limitation. What remained was pure martial truth. He kept what worked. He threw away what didn't. He was ruthless with tradition, but respectful of its wisdom. That balance was shocking.